This is the Lorenzo Primerano Show. Sit back, relax, and stay tuned.
The Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
Welcome back to the Lorenzo Primerano Show. This week we have a good amount of Eagles news, I would say, and not so much news all around, but some exciting things to be going over. I am very exhausted right now. Got a headache and everything, but the podcast is still coming out. I promised there would be one today, and you will be getting that. So first I want to hop into the Eagles, then the Sixers, then the Phillies, then the Flyers, then the Union, and then we're going to go to the Would You Rather question. So, the Eagles, what happened in the Eagles news? Well, the NFL came out with the top 100 players of the NFL season. Some of them anyway. I'm not sure if it was all of them yet. Earlier this week, Jason Kelce got number 71. And Darius Slay got number 77. That's all we know for right now. Again, I don't know if they came out with more or if they're still waiting, or I don't know. I haven't seen anything, so I don't think they came out with any new ones yet. But that's something that I got to look into. The Eagles, they will play the Cowboys on December 24th. I'm not sure what time yet. I don't even know if there's a time out yet. But that should be a very exciting game to watch. Over Christmas break, December 24th. Can't get any better than that. And they play the Cowboys, which I hope they will dominate the division this year, kill the Cowboys. And guess what? The Eagles season is so freaking close. The NFL season is so freaking close to starting. You can almost taste it. But we are still a couple weeks away from that. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside was traded and is going to the Seattle Seahawks. The Eagles got, I forgot who they got, to be honest with you, but J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is gone. Could have been Jalen Reagor, but I guess that's how it be sometimes. Look at that. Right off the bat with the Eagles news, everything that we need to have Eagles covered. They won their preseason game today against the Browns by 1. Again, preseason doesn't matter. I don't watch the preseason. I think it's a waste. But for those that have, you gotten to see what the players can do. I don't really think it's what the players can do. You look at him and you're like, oh, he looks pretty good. It's not even starters starting, so I don't know. I just don't like watching the preseason. Next I want to get on to is the Sixers. Only one thing about the Sixers. They play on the 25th against the New York Knicks. So there is December 24th where the Eagles play, and a back-to-back Philly sports teams, and then the Sixers play on the 25th on Christmas Day. Phillies news: Bryce Harper is realistically, now this is just when he can return. They said was September 1st. Usually it doesn't really go that way. In rare cases, some people return before that date. Some people return a little after that date. So September 1st is a realistic one. Again, does not mean Bryce Harper is going to return, but he will likely be here when the playoffs start, and hopefully the Phillies are in the playoffs, which they should. And I'm not going to talk about them this week about going on with a rant, because they have been losing some games lately, and I'm not going to say any criticism about it. Baseball teams have that thing where they lose a couple of games, and, it eases in, and then they start winning again. It's, we'll let it slide for now, but next week, if this continues, you will definitely be hearing a rant that the Phillies stink for the 17th time in 2-3 months. Flyers, they signed Jackson Crates. I think it was a 2-way contract. Not that much money. Chip change just to sign people. Again, I said this a couple weeks ago. The Flyers are probably not going to be good this year. But, the NHL team surprise one another. So, who knows? Maybe they might be good. But right now, I'm looking at this team, and I'm like, it's probably going to be a mediocre team. They're definitely going to be way better than they were last year. I hope they are way better than they were last year, because it was very frustrating for them and for me to watch. The Union. Now, the Union is this is the funniest thing I've seen all day. If you're not following my Twitter at Lorenzo _12_24, you saw that I posted that the Union beat DC United again. You're probably wondering, you're like, oh, no big deal, right? They just beat them, and so what? They beat them 6-0. If you don't remember, the last time they played them, they beat them 8-0 or 7-0. It was like history repeated itself all over again. It was so funny. Union social media pages went freaking bananas. The Instagram one I found really funny. You guys should go check that one out. They posted something on Twitter too. It's ruthless. This team is really good. This team is good, and I don't know if they're only good against DC United or what, but another huge freaking win for this team, and they just keep on winning. And are hanging on to the first place in the Eastern. So, you can't argue anything about that. Well, look at that. The news in Philly sports has been eased, has been talked about only through 7 minutes, so that gives us a good amount of time to take a deep breath and look into the Would You Rather question for the week. Would you rather question. Get ready for this, because this is something that I actually came up on my own, and I think that this is a really good question, and I really had to thinking some depth about this one. Would you rather question for this week is, would you rather win 5 Super Bowls as a head coach of an NFL team, or win 2 as a player? Now, there's, of course, 2 different ways people can answer this. Someone can answer, I want to win 2 as a player because it's my dream to be in the NFL and win a Super Bowl. Okay, fair. I want to win 5 Super Bowls because it's 5 friggin' Super Bowls. Who doesn't want to win 5 Super Bowls, right? Now, I want to go on the side where I think people aren't going to pick, which is what I do. But I'm actually on the side for real, and that is winning 5 Super Bowls as a head coach. Now, I really want to take you guys into this a little deeply, because winning 5 Super Bowls as a head coach is amazing. You're like Bill Belichick, for example. You're probably going to go down as one of the best coaches in NFL history. You probably have an amazing win percentage. I'm just guessing off the fact that you got 5 freaking Super Bowls, and you're not getting fired. You're getting paid good money. So for me, I'd rather win 5 Super Bowls as a coach. And it's not just because it's 3 more Super Bowls than winning for a player. I'd rather have 5 rings than 2 rings. No, it's a matter of fact that you're probably going to be one of the best coaches of all time. I mean, and again, if you win 2 rings as a player, you are like, I don't want to. If you win 2 rings as a player, it doesn't mean you're a superstar. You can be on a team that, it's not like, it's just in general. In general, there's no specific thing to each one. Like, you're a coach who won 5 Super Bowls, but everyone hates you. Like, that's not the part of the would you rather. You have 2 rings and you're an awful player. It doesn't matter. But I do think I'm going to take it with the 5 Super Bowls. Tell me what you guys think down below in the comments. Comments will be open for this episode of Would You Rather. If you agree with me, great. I love how you agree with me. I see how you agree with me. If you don't, if you disagree with me, tell me. I would like to know. And of course, I will read every single one. This has been the Lorenzo Primerano Show. Make sure to go follow my Twitter at Lorenzo_12_24 for all daily Philly sports news, if there is any. And I've been saying this for weeks and weeks and weeks. There will be a lot more news when the NFL season kicks off, because everything will be football. Everything will be football. There's no basketball. There's a little bit of baseball going on. There's no hockey. And there's a little bit of soccer going on. But for that, this has been the Lorenzo Primerano Show, and we will see you all next week.